My belief is you cannot obtain true happiness if anything outside of you is required to obtain that happiness. You have to be happy with self. Oftentimes, people underestimate the strain men are under, but particularly black men are under because sometimes we're damned if we do, we damned if we don't. If we perform or placate to the social construct of black men, in some arenas we're safe. If we go against the grain, then we're rejected. But it's interesting. So for myself, just to give you an example, I've said it before on the show about where I'm from, some of the things that I've done. Where from the west side of San Bernardino, now I was never no real street dude, but I'm definitely from the neighborhood. I've definitely done my share of stupid shit. However, my hometown is still my hometown. I still feel like in my heart, I still hold a special place for the neighborhood and the cats in it. But the reality is, I don't fit there no more. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just what it is. I don't fit there anymore. So, therefore, sure, I still have homies. I still have people that I care about. I still have people that when I see them in the streets, it's, hey, what's up? Whatever it may be. But I can't be that no more. Now, on the flip side of it, even as a licensed professional, even as a licensed therapist, because of my skin and because of certain things, I still don't fit in certain arenas. It's just facts. So, and I'll speak for myself. When I talk about happiness and being authentic, anybody who's known me for any period of time know you're always going to get me. I am the way I am. My personality is my personality. I don't care how you feel about it. I am who I am, good, bad, or indifferent. You're always going to get me. I don't care what setting I'm in. You're going to get who I authentically am. Now, to my point, where do I fit? Sure, I fit in my family. My friends who are my friends, sure, I fit in with my friends. But here's the thing that people don't realize, because I never really talk about it. The struggle that it was going from where I come from and that transformation to where I'm at today. So it's one thing to say, okay, yeah, sure, I went and got college degrees. But at the same time, where do I fit? At the same time, who do I relate to? It's funny because as different, particularly black men, come to therapy, I could see the different experiences. And I could see where people with certain experiences, even though we're both black, it's interesting how the cat who's still close to the street see me, not realizing I'm from the street. But the cat that's still close to the street see me as a square, as a bookworm, as somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, lame, if you will. And it's like, in my mind, I still have an affection for the neighborhood, but there's cats like that who look at me and say, you don't fit. And then there's other arenas that I go into, I still don't fit. Here's why this is important. My sanity, my comfort about who I am allows me to always operate authentically for my happiness. Imagine if I'm trying to navigate these different circles based off of other people's opinions, how would I look? Who would I be? I'm the type of person that I could sit in silence for days. I could spend time with myself for days and be happy. Because my cues about myself, my social cues about myself, my validity about myself doesn't come from others. It comes from me, my own personal goals, my own personal ambitions, and my efforts towards those things. I don't need anyone else to tell me where I falter. I don't need anyone else to tell me where I excel. Sure, it's nice to hear. However, because I live truly authentically, I don't have to lie to myself. I don't have to send myself false truths. I don't have to rely on false securities to feel good about myself. So when we talk about living authentically, that means standing in the mirror, taking the good, the bad, your faults, your assets, your likes, your dislikes, your desires, your wishes, embracing them, accepting them, and living from a place that from within and allowing others to embrace it. And anybody that don't embrace it doesn't belong in your circle. So let me give you this before I get up out of here. It wasn't always this way. Coming out of high school, I was an athlete, which came with its own persona. Throughout college, that was shattered, even though I played college football. That persona was shattered. Within my first year of college, I got a child on the way. So now here comes fatherhood. Somewhere too far, not too far after college, here comes a family and marriage, another child and eventually marriage. Here comes career. And here comes all of these transitions. Who am I? How do I navigate this if I don't know who I am? Because who I thought I was shattered. Who I thought I was going to be, that became a dream deferred. Which way do I go? Who am I? What about these insecurities? What about these shortcomings? What about the anger, the depression? What about the failures? What about the mistakes?